War. War never changes.
Hello everyone, it's QuestCrunchers here today, and unfortunately the audio for this was recorded through a different headset, so it seemed to not work, so it didn't pick up my proper microphone, so yeah, that's really annoying. But hey, let's do another one, you know? So here we're fighting a Womble, hey? So I'm just gonna do, audio over the top and stuff. I just can't believe it didn't work, which is really annoyed me, ruined my day. But hey ho. But yeah, so we're just fighting this Womble, and I was really surprised to see this. I was like, a Womble? I used to watch the Wombles when I was really young. So that was pretty funny. And yeah, had some fun with that. Looked around, didn't even notice that, that was any, gore around or anything. I was very surprised. And then I just noticed all the gore all of a sudden, which I was like, what? How did I miss all this? Right, let's move on to the next scene. So, yeah, I got all the antibiotics. I just consoled them, man.
You have everything?
I have everything?
Give them to Pete. I'll prepare the sober.
Yeah, so, just making Pete a little bit better. But I think we get caught, don't we?
What the bloody hell's going on here? Just like I said, Mike took Prince Pete out to the middle of nowhere.
Mike, what are you doing?
Offing Pete, obviously, and he's roped in this lackey to help.
We're getting Pete clean.
So suddenly you have a change of heart?
We all know you've been pumping Pete full of chems.
With Pete out of the way, good old Manchester Mike will lead the roundels. That's what you were thinking, wasn't it, Mike?
Mike, if you wanted control, we could have talked about things.
A chem pusher doesn't talk, he deals. So what are you dealing Pete today?
We've given him antibiotics, Joan. We're helping him.
In a shack where no one can see or hear you.
And your only witness is someone you implicated. Someone you can easily blackmail.
Roger, please, you have to believe me. I just wanted the old Pete back.
I'm sure he made it sound great. Probably had you believe those drugs were harmless.
He mentioned antibiotics. What else are you giving him in that cocktail? Something to dull the pain and keep him quiet as he goes through his death throes?
Even this door would block out cries for help.
If you're not going to speak up, I'm just going back to what I was... I'd like to believe that, but just look around. Does any of this look right to you?
An idiot can piece this puzzle together. Mike's using you to claim the throne. Are you really going to side with him?
Dennis, Joan, they may be the most neutral person here. Maybe it's worth hearing them out.
But that doesn't mean you weren't deceived. This doesn't have to end this way.
You're right, Dennis. It doesn't. Let me help Pete.
I think you've helped quite enough, Mike. That might. So we can watch your deceitful murder.
What would he have to gain by that? If we see him kill Pete, he's as good as dead.
If I see one dodgy move, Mike...
Mike won't be making any moves.
What do you mean? Pete still needs sober.
And he'll get it, but not by your hand. You give it to him, and we'll all watch.
Hurry. Pete's not doing so well.
What you do now needs your utmost attention. Inject the sober, gently, in his carotid artery. Make sure there are no air bubbles, and keep your hand as still as possible. His body's weak, so too much shaking and you could bruise his neck bad enough that he can't breathe.
Yeah, so I decided to give it to him. Luckily, I got the perk
He
medic
just needs
earlier,
a final dose of sober.
so I put it into it and using the medic sort of skill. So I'm very happy with that.
Pete? Pete, are you okay?
Be gentle. His body's still in rough shape.
Yeah. But I can see that old fire in his eyes again.
I can't believe you're with us again.
Thank you, all of you. I know I haven't been myself for, well, for a long
And now he's
time.
right as rain.
And I'm still not. Not yet, anyway. But this setting aside of differences to help family, that's what being a Roundel has always been about. From here on out, I'll be the leader you deserve. Not just the old Pete, but a new Pete. One ready to live up to those ideals.
It's Miller's men. They're here. Did you seriously forget the bastard? The skinhead trying to kill us all?
Where's Miller now?
The houses have fallen. They're inside Oberon. Plus Glam and Mab House. They're everywhere in Cawdor Street.
We fight.
The game kind of breaks for like a few minutes here, unfortunately. So let's cut around this.
They can't be here.
If we can't make up our minds, can't we just divide and conquer?
That's how they beat us last time.
What do you think? You're the only one who hasn't given their opinion. It's 2-1. We have a plan. The houses are our priority.
Take him out pretty easily. Just let the old Chinese pistol take him out. Well, submachine gun, whatever. Takes a while for it to load, though. There we go. I miss every shot with the ferryman. Not very good at using that, apparently. There we go. We've cleared this area out. And we head to the other place and we clear them out pretty well. I mean, luckily, everyone just joins in and utterly just decimates him. And that's kind of all that happens sort of here. So I guess we could move on to the next scene. We get punched by this dude. We take him out with our shotgun. I keep forgetting to not use the shotgun, unfortunately. Here we go. Easy peasy. And I get a bit concerned about the audio here, so I'm just going to move into the next scene, I think. So then we end up back at the place where we first met him and took out that other, some of those bad guys. And then get attacked by a badger, like a really big badger. So that was a bit weird. And like, I think they're called like Hoxton, no, Molars or something like that. Now we finish off with talking to Pete.
Roundels, I'm while I mourned. The people who looked for me when I went missing. And Mike, who...
Prince Pete, you still have to take it easy. You won't be 100% for a while.
You'd think, if I was strong enough to fight off Miller's men, I could give a good victory speech.
You just standing there is a victory speech, Prince Pete.
I suppose it is.
Glad to have you back.
And now, we need to start thinking about tomorrow, because the good old roundels are back.
And we get rewarded a cool little helmet, which is pretty cool.
Find yourself
And we get a
job?
quest off this
Couldn't
dude.
help but notice you've been poking around in these parts. Listen here, I've got a proposition for you. Wayfarer, this job is big. B-I-G. Big. You see, back before the bombs fell, there was this group of thieves who pulled off a heist the coppers could never solve. They stole a fortune in gold, but nobody ever found out where it went. I'm a bit of an anorak when it comes to these types of things, and I've been doing some digging. I think there might be a clue in the remains of the bank they knocked over. Can you help me find it? Finally, someone actually worth my time interested in helping. Lovely jubbly. Here's the location of the bank they were last seen at. If what I'm thinking is right, then there should be a clue there in the form of the bank security transcript. Maybe it'll explain what happened to the thieves, or at least what they did during the heist. Hopefully it'll help you find the gold. Come back when you've got some ideas. I'll be here.
So yeah, that's all pretty cool. And then we're going to head back to the main quest now.
Need something?
So we finally make it to the quarantine zone in Islington, where we have to pop on our gas mask and take out the the bad guys around this area. And there's only like few ghouls and stuff. Like I threw some dynamite that I picked up from a shop earlier. Totally missed. Only took one out, unfortunately. And that's more or less, that's all in this kind of area. And then we get to the cool place soon. So after we do some hardcore parkour, we discover a literally undetonated nuclear bomb there. This area is like diseased and everything. There's people just standing around that are just like really ill and stuff like that. Just don't know anything. And I just have a quick look around to see if they're like anything to trade. There's nothing to trade. So I'm like, okay, let's head into this place then, shall we? So we make our way down into the tunnel and we get some words.
You certainly look to be having fun in there. Is your throat not feeling a little scratchy? Ah, I see. You've got yourself a gas mask. Very innovative. Though I shouldn't be so surprised. It is you, after all.
So we hear of him, and then we kind of descend more into this facility. And we get, like, attacked by these really freaky looky dudes. Infected blank clone. And they look so weird. Like, really, really weird. Like, whoa, okay. And I get grossed out quite a bit. I'm like, that was frightening. I trudge further down into the bowels of this place, and finally we see some turrets that we get to shoot. Might have a word with Mr. Smythe, whoever he is.
So this door stays closed. Seems I won't be answering those questions after all. Be seeing you.
So yeah, he gets kind of like, you know, we can't go in right at the front door. So we have to head around further into the tunnels, into the fungi forest. Not really, it's just a tunnel, but yeah, there's a lot of fungi around. Eventually, we go into the train, we go all the way down.
You're not supposed to be in there. You're quite the thorn in my paw, aren't you?
So yeah, then we meet one of our, you know, not clones, but we meet some people that work for this Mr. Smythe. And he is rocking some cool stuff. We should see him in a moment. Although I'm just exploring like the corners, looking around, being like, where the hell do I need to be going? And then I just spot a dude in the distance. Or he spots me first. And he's dead. Now he has like an angel outfit and helmet. I thought was pretty cool. So I was like, oh yeah. I'm definitely going to get that. Now this facility I feel is quite, it's interesting, but a little bit, you know, boring in a few ways. So I'm going to just, you know, spare you that. But first we encounter some more of those blank clones that are just terrifying. So we have to take these guys down. Take them out well. Take a seat, and you can read this, pause this if you want. Just gonna go through all the HR complaints. I think that's basically it. And they're basically same to each machine. Eventually, I make it to Smythe's office, and you know, we can have a look at these little logs and stuff. Pause them and read them if you want. Now this bit is cool. I've got a custom animation here, and it's fantastic. We put a hand into this weird machine. Scans us. Now it says welcome back agent, which means we might actually be a product of these people, which is pretty cool. And this place leads us to a weird vat thing. A weird vat thing. Some laboratory. After fighting off a few more clones, we discovered this, so have a little read if you want here. I'm gonna go away. So yeah, that was basically some interesting, stuff about the experiments. Let's unlock this door. And I thought this was really cool. So he's escaped us, but there's this timer ticking down now. And we're like, oh crap, I need to do something. So I'm like, alright, we'll shoot these guys and then we'll see if that computer up there will do anything. Now, I don't want to get punched by these guys. These big boars. Take them down, luckily. And then I plug my hand into this big-ass thing. And that's not good, is it? That stops the countdown, and I am cured. Hell yeah. More powerful than ever now. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I really liked that part of the thing. On the mend, so we're fully healed now.
Of course, that wouldn't have worked. I do apologize. You aren't the average adversary. Fate is inescapable, isn't it? I must admit, I didn't quite think that plan through. It seems our fates are somewhat aligned. I'll never be rid of you. And that's just something I'll have to come to terms with. You want answers. I know you do. And you will get them. Let it be known. When we meet at the Palace of Westminster, all will be revealed. But I'm afraid I'll have to leave you once again. In my stead, have London. Explore her. Get a feel for her. And most importantly, be kind to her. It's yours, if you're willing to pay the price.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. And now we kind of need to just do what we want. Do some quests and stuff in London, I think. And as well as follow the, we need to find them in Westminster or something like that eventually. So I discover a cool new gun here too. I look at, it's whatever, it's an angel submachine gun, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. Mainly because I'm very embarrassed of myself of not checking the audio properly. So yeah, and then we're gonna go down the tunnel and see where that leads. So yeah, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one.